Psalm 13. To the choir master, a psalm of David. How long, O Lord, will you forget me? Forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul, and I have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemy say, I have prevailed over him. Lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, because he has dealt bountifully with me. It's probably not one of the most obvious psalms to choose for a rejoice and a reflection, but I think it speaks a truth that we can easily miss today. See, we're from all corners taught to speak positively and to be upbeat, and we can almost get into a bondage of positivity. One of the phrases I keep seeing online is, don't talk to your God about your storm, but talk to the storm about your God. And when I look through the Psalms, it's unbiblical. Over and over again, the psalmists go to their God. Oh Lord, will you forget me forever? How long must I take counsel in my sorrow? Back, letting God know your own emotions and where your mind's at. And he already knows. But voicing that to him is difficult. But often there's an honesty to it. Now, we don't know what's happening with the psalmist. We don't really know where this psalm fits in. Whether David is about to get ready for battle and his enemies are real, or if he's in ill health. We're not really sure. And I look, while I was doing this at 2020 this year, and everything that's happened to us as a family. I look and I see that at the start of the year, Kim and the then unborn Hannah nearly died. I was later diagnosed with a spine condition. I've had time off work ill. There's been family fallouts, a international pandemic. My stepdad has never seen Hannah. I've recently lost my job. I don't know if I can work again or how I can work again. I'm still waiting to find out from more test results what's happening with my back. Is it something that I can have surgery on? Is it something that's medicinal? What's a prognosis and what's the outcome? I have found it very hard to impossible to latch on to this idea of speaking positive. Things are tough. Things are tougher than we expected. Things are tougher than we ever would have wanted. But here, it feels very dark. But we know that God is with us. Look at the way the Psalms change. The way that he goes from announcing his own troubles and his worries, and the fact that here the psalmist feels that his prayers aren't being answered and that God's not even around him. I think in the midst of this pandemic and in the isolation, we can all feel that. But then, as so often happens in the Psalms, he finishes with, but I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. This is David. This is Old Testament. It's Old Covenant. When I look and I see how the Lord has dealt bountifully with me, I look at that cross, that sacrifice. How can I not rejoice? How can I not say that, yes, these are troubling and difficult times, but ultimately the joy that lies ahead is far greater than what these minor difficulties are? How can I not look to the cross and have my heart rejoice in salvation? And how can I not put my trust in him? Him who so loved the world. Him who is bigger than this virus and is bigger than my situation. So I'm not denying the situation. I'm not like the psalmist. I'm not hiding away, and I encourage you to be the same. Don't hide away. Keep to the truth. If things are bad, they are bad. There's no point lying to God. He knows things are bad. Or if things are good. But rejoice through it. Rejoice for what he's done, because what he's done has been so much greater. And the supply is so much more bountiful. And I don't mean that in a materialistic, earthly way. I mean that through grace alone, and faith alone, and Christ alone, we shall have eternity with God.